Did you know that in the modern day, the average man's attention span is 47 seconds, in comparison to previously 2.5 minutes? And most people don't realize it, but your attention span is dependent on your average dopamine levels. Today we are going to talk about how to lower your average dopamine levels and how to successfully complete a dopamine detox. Dopamine is a chemical in your brain that's responsible for a feeling of pleasure and reward. And it's a 100% natural and a very important part of your brain. But it can be easily overstimulated. Things like video games, social media, alcohol, drugs, and other things can give you a quick dopamine hit and fry your dopamine receptors. This excessive release of dopamine can lead to anxiety, depression, and addiction. Another big problem is that your brain is out of context. It really likes dopamine and will do anything in its power to get it. And here's how it works. Your brain evaluates the activities by these two variables: pain and pleasure. So here are some everyday examples. If you do chores, you get 1 pleasure point because you completed the job, but 1 pain point because you have to bend and stretch so you can clean all the areas, which results in a 0 pain to pleasure ratio. Same thing with studying. When you're done studying, you get 1 pleasure point because you completed studying, but 1 pain point because you're probably mentally exhausted. Now with working out, you get 4 pleasure points because you feel really fulfilled and you feel motivated and you feel like you've done a great job. But it takes some energy to get there, so there's 3 pain points, and that equals in 1 pleasure to pain ratio. Now, if you're sparring in martial arts, you have 5 pleasure points because that's basically what you train for. You showcase what you've trained for and you fight, which is the point of martial arts. But you get kicked a lot, so that's 3 pain points. That equals to a ratio of 2 pleasure to pain points. Now, video games can simulate all kinds of things. So let's say you're simulating playing football. So you get 4 dopamine because you've scored some goals and had some nice actions. But you're just sitting there, so there's no pain involved. And that equals to 4 pleasure to pain ratio. So of course, your brain chooses video games. Now here's where dopamine detox comes in. Essentially, it's a process of limiting activities that give you a quick dopamine hit, identifying them and replacing them for a better dopamine resource. So now I'm going to tell you how to do a dopamine detox. First step, identify the activities that give you a quick dopamine hit. This can range from junk food, video games, social media, drugs, alcohol. Clear it all out. Once you've identified the activities, it's time to set some limits. Now, I know this can be hard. I've been in your skin. But you may choose to limit your social media use for 30 minutes a day, or only choose to play video games on weekends, and you'll see great results. It's important to remember that this is a process and every little step counts. If you rely on video games for your pleasure points, it might be hard cutting it out in a week, but I believe in you. I want to talk to you about something that I've seen most YouTubers have made the mistake on. And that's the question, should you be listening to music on a dopamine detox? Now, in my unprofessional opinion, you should, in some cases. Now, if music in the gym boosts your performance and makes you feel better, I think you definitely should listen to music. But if it's just to cure boredom or if you have nothing else to do, you shouldn't listen to music. So, if the music has any direct benefits on your health, you should listen to it. If not, cut it out. Something I used to do often while I was on a dopamine detox is watch sunrises and sunsets. It really makes you feel beautiful and like you're a part of the nature. And you shouldn't record them, so you can come back for more and see them tomorrow or the next day or the next day after that. It keeps you hungry for more, thus resulting in you spending more time outside, which is good for your lungs. Another common misconception I found is that you have to delete all your social media from your phone, which is very incorrect. You have to learn to resist the urge to play video games and go on social media. If you do dopamine detox for 7 days, delete your social media, then get them back on your phone and start using them again, what was the point? So keep your games and social media on your phone and learn to resist and don't open them. Now, this can all sound very complicated and hard, but trust me, it's worth it. Limiting your exposure to activities that give you a quick dopamine hit can change your life. Give your brain a chance to reset itself, enjoy smaller things, and find a better source of dopamine. That's all I know about dopamine detox. If you're interested in learning more, I encourage you to do some research. Stay focused and remember, a disciplined man is a happy man. See you, bro.